Alright, welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. Last time, we've made it to hell. Welcome to the worst part of the game. Or I guess the hardest part of the game. More accurately. Architects team get a lot of bonuses, I believe. So it might be worth moving some of your employees over there. This day 46 is what I would genuinely call the last day you can actually level up your employees. Anything else you get from 47 onwards is purely bonus. Alright. Fairy Festival, Xantha. Old lady that gives you a gun. Architects team gives a +3 to all stats, which is amazing. Also, I would like to point out how small the employees are. This is really the only time you get this kind of scale for how small the employees actually are. Or I guess how big the architect's room is. Very funny. Our main goal, ironically enough, is not our energy right now. Because we have to go all the way to midnight anyways. So, let me talk rules. 1. Architect will never have any character points. That's the pawns. Like these guys. That look like miniature arbiters in Game Host. So, no bonuses, no faster healing. Second rule. Everywhere that is not the architect's text basically it's Keter rules. So anything not architect text shop architects will start melting down again if you have unlocked the feed in the core suppression. Of course, anything you haven't in the core suppression will obviously not have any meltdowns. Meltdowns is a topic we have not talked about, I believe, unless I did talk about at one point. I don't remember. So yeah. Anyways. So yes. everywhere has tip breath rules. So, anyone not in the Architects, any animal not in the Architects chamber will start melting down. I will go over meltdowns are I guess we did kind of see some of them in being a host suppression. But yeah. This number here is how many containments will start melting down. It's 1 and will start increasing, I don't think exponentially, but we only have 1 to start because everything does technically count as, or was technically under a no, here's one of the benefits of clearing all the core suppressions before doing this. You start with really low because everything was previously unmeltdownable. So, it's a small bonus, but it is a bonus. Yeah, as you can see how big the Architect's room actually is. This is the longest area in the game. So, I hope you have speed, because this is gonna be a problem. So, honestly, pick whatever you want for Architects. So right now I'm just going to kind of use this as an opportunity to unlock stuff for the old lady and Berry Festival. Don't trust the fairies. Because when the animal rally Arden was worked on because I kind of repetitively zero, a black shape formed inside the companion unit. We dubbed these shapes Solitude based on the condition which they formed. When Solitude piled up in Charlotte, it stuck to Charlotte when they entered the containment chamber. Alex had to deal with continuous white damage until Solitude eventually fell off until it was gone. They could not move or do any work. So yeah, good thing a lot of my. Once we deal with you, we basically never have to deal with you again because I believe this is non-escape abnormality. It's interesting how the doors kind of look different from. I guess everybody's door kind of look slightly different. I don't know. This game just has a lot of interesting details. Also, yes, I hope you like hearing BWAM! BWAM! First up, normal. Players get around. Fairies heal the player over time. If an employee under the fairy's care parasite to a different family unit, they will immediately be consumed and die. I believe it's also if you get low enough on HP, they will also die. Thankfully, I believe Fairy's hair goes away after a while. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the defense from Knight of Despair. Old lady. The unfortunate thing is, I'm gonna have to do this every single time. I believe she is a non-escaping abnormality, so... Also, get ready for me to do a lot of work on stuff like Fairy Festival and One Sin in 1,100 Good Deeds. Gun. A very, very shitty revolver. Insight. I do not believe Wingbeat has any extra stuff, and of course they're non-escape abnormalities. Yeah, this is really a great game for me to play while sick and needing to explain a lot of things and talk about my strategy as I go. Yep. Alright. We never have to touch you again. Same with you. Alright. I really need to set you... I'll do that next time. So, I'm gonna do a strategy to not have to deal with Big Bird or Clouded Monk ever. It's called Kill Everybody. Because execution bullets do not trigger either Big Bird or Clouded Monk. Wow, we got everybody in the training team immediately. Nice. You want to try to line up as many, like, double kills as you can. if you're going to do this, I recommend doing cheese last, because cheese gives you additional bullets. I gotta find nothing up. You. As soon as our first ordeal shows up, I will kind of want to have everybody look on. And I do mean everybody, except for maybe Kara, because of Magic Bullet. If you still have Magic Bullet at your point equipped, I would recommend equipping it soon. Instinct, attachment, repression. This is the part where you're gonna see me abuse the pause button a lot. Alright, Rail of Fortune. Who's melting down? And is it something we care about? Yes, actually. Kind of. You. We really do not want minus word speed. Okay, here's another thing about meltdowns. If they deplete, you lose like a chunk of your SP, not your quota. Who cares? Like, actually, though, it doesn't matter. Oh no, the old lady. Right, because of the next. We'll have to regroup up in this room. Again, I do mean everybody. You. Thankfully, because we are executing people, you do count execution shots. For some reason. We don't need to kill absolutely everyone, we just need to make it sure there's enough so you and you don't escape. So we should be done executing things really soon. Out, you have nobody left. You have a person or two left, which is fine. Okay, that is done. Okay. So, we don't have to deal with smiling bodies, Big Bird, or Clouded Mug ever for the rest of this run. It's not much, but it will undoubtedly help. Instinct. Insight. Attachment. Prussian. Attachment. Insight. Here's why you want to group everybody together. Dawn is no white. The white ordeals are non-standard ordeals. They are all above level, except for Midnight, which is an A-left level, because of course it is. The problem being, there's like 4 types, and really we actually kind of want to separate everybody to damage types, but it shouldn't matter. will probably kill fast enough for it to not. But we are going to need to micro a lot. Because we are going to be in for some hell going forwards. I'll just have unpaused. You. You. I could do yin and yang, just do 30 seconds on 30 seconds off. Cumulative time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I would have to do. Okay, we're just going to ignore that. Again, is something I'm going to be maybe going for in my own time, but right now is not that time. You do not need all the ego gear, thankfully. Oh, punishment hurts. Insider repression. We'll have everybody group up in town. Meaningless there and yeah, it's fixers. Alright, where? Cool. Alright, where is he? Up here. Black Fixer! They are immune to black damage. And, like, heavily resistant to everything else, except for red damage. Doesn't really matter, we are sending the Horde after him. Where are you? Temperature, blah. Oh, this is normal, because the cost is lower. It's bad, or high property. Okay. Okay, I just continue this deflect. And funeral, we're just gonna have to deal with that and whatnot. You, I don't care. We can deal with you. Insight. Instinct. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, that was the Black Fixer who has a special gimmick of, you know, causing everything to melt down in the department on death. There are a fixer for each of the color types. And each one kind of has their own little bit of fuckery. Pale is obviously the worst. Meltdown does not contribute to the clip-off meltdown level. Alright. You... You like apps? You. That won't melt down. Dawn spawns one of the fixers. Noon is two of the fixers, I believe. And then Dusk is all four of the fixers. And Dawn is two of the previous, is two of the ones that aren't the previous, so we'll get red and white. Pale can only spawn in on Dusk. And then Midnight, oh boy, will we get to Midnight. We're just gonna do Murder Cam. Do Tara. I do not remember what red and white's gimmick are off the top of my head. Or then we must kill. Augments. Is the place changing as we go? I can't tell. Alright, anyways. Red Fixer. Seals that. Where is the white? Okay, there's white. Okay, no, I remember. White has a chance to reflect. So yeah, we are really gonna need a micro. If we, you know, don't kill very quickly. Nope! Back! Car, stay here. Red shield. Oh yeah. I forgot about the big Q laser. That did barely any damage. Cool. This way. And nobody died. Alright, we can send everybody back to their bases now. For now. The rest of you can join everybody there. I think this is the first time I've seen Punishing Bird almost dead. Cool. Anyways. You... Yeah, as you can see, the energy quota is a non-factor right now. It's the least of our concern. No, that comes next time. You're cutting it very close, Tara. Repression. I think this is the first time you've actively seen me use shields and whatnot. No, I guess I use them before. But yeah. Repression. I should really do attachment work as well. I don't care. Anyways. Like I said, our energy output is not the concern here. It's everything else, and I'll be... Alright. We're back. Yeah, just do that now. Come on, Terra! Yeah, go Terra! And some buffer. I had to go to the washroom. Okay. Cushion. Insight. Attachment. Pressure. Insight. Instinct. Attachment. Insight. Attachment. Insight. The higher above 100 we can go, the safer we'll be on day 2. Yeah, fuck it. Meow. But also, as you can see, it is core meltdown rules. It doesn't tell you when something's escaping. Or when an employee dies, so pay attention to here. Unfortunately, I'm kind of... Actually, I'm not all that in the way. Fashion! Alright, he's melting down. Cool. Nothing I care about. God damn it! Good thing I've... suppressed every... I, killed all the clerks, so we don't have a connection. We might still have a connection, it's just of a different flavor. Ah, we're good. Maybe. Maybe we're good. Same spot. Cool. And nobody died. Aw. Ethan. No, he died, but Levi sure got close to death. Insight, Prussian. Prussian. Attachment. Insight. Insight. Attachment. Back path forward. Instinct. Agito. Oppression. Alright, what's melting down? Cool, we have to look at you anyways. Cool, we were going to work with you anyways. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. You're fast enough. Go Terra! I should, at some point, really figure out who is my best at attachment work. Place them on Keter Kane, probably. Actually, it's probably Lucky, so I'm going to actually try to increase Lucky's attachment breaking. Cause yeah, he's the team leader of information team. Should also increase his speed. Attachment. I'll do some insight work with you. Keter! Nefarious philosopher. I love the little names they get, like subtitles. Steadfast Commander. Sly Slayer, Zany Punisher, Optimistic Investigator, Zany Architect. I need to make some for Medic. Because we're about to have a problem. We have all 4 now. Where are you going? I will have my ALS deal with Impale, and I'll have, aside from like the Justicia ones, and I'll have everybody else deal with what's appropriate for their enemies' respective weaknesses. Alright, let's go. Mixers! Hey, it's Library Fluent reference. Red Fixer. Fail. You. White Fixers, you. You. Red Fixer I could probably leave for right now. Also, again, sorry for all the pausing. You have shields. Like, automatic shields from medics and Ash's special attack. It's uphill resistance now. Alright, everyone back. Heal. Red dude is just going, minding his own business. Lucky. I don't need to, but I will anyways. Maya. Down. Okay, nobody got hurt. Red. Let's see, we deal with red. Care. Free. White is the least dangerous does not mean it's not incredibly dangerous. All of you. Head here, all of you. Great. Everyone, go! Alright, team, we are almost there. We have no casualties so far. Unbelievably. But the worst is yet to come. Alright. Lucky. I want more speed. Insight. Instinct. Plus 17. Lucky. Okay. We are absolutely going to have a problem soon, though. Insight. Oh, Wingbeat. Cool. Cool. Alright. It's time for what is effectively the final boss that we're going to have to fight. Once. Twice, probably. Once or twice. It's time to deal with the claw. We dealt with an arbiter already. It's time to deal with a claw. You know, the head super soldiers. We should only have the claw to deal with. Wherever the fuck he is. Where the fuck is he? There he is. The claw is resistant to everything. Say hello to the final fucking boss. We're going to need to do a lot of kiting. Where are you going? Oh, towards everybody. Cool, makes sense. I believe he can do basically every single damage type. Micro! This is a micro battle. Oh, attack! Attack! Go, go, go! Don't let him heal! You? That's a problem. I do not have... I do not remember what this does. Fuck. Fuck. Motherfucker. That just instant kills. Okay, got it. Fuck. Okay. I'm just gonna exit game. Because that is my one attempt for today. Okay, I need to get him to low, and then wait for a blue or a green, and then kill him. Because he can't do that when he's stunned. But that was a good first attempt. I know what I'm doing now. The problem is not fucking dying. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.